Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. We're back in the basement. We're back downstairs, so we're recording down here instead of on the field. We're going to the sand dunes tomorrow, so we should have another one posted probably before this one. So today I wanted to get into 7 different things that we carry in our camera bag that aren't necessarily photo related. So obviously having a backup camera, having extra lenses, having extra flashes, all those things, those are other things that you can have, but these are more not really photo related, but they're definitely things that we carry with us every single shoot. The first one shouldn't be too surprising. I think that this is something that everybody should carry even in 2024. I know that business cards are not something that everybody carries around. However, our business cards, we made it a little bit different. One thing that we did for this year is we just added the QR code. So on the front, it just says TNK photo with Tank's little logo on it, his little silhouette. On the other side, it's just a QR code. And the reason that we did that is because I've always had square business cards like this, really small ones. And I noticed that as you get older, a lot of people couldn't really see, the phone number or the email address or whatever information that we had on there. However, with 2020 and everybody not touching anything and not touching each other, I decided that it was a better idea, since we're all used to scanning QR codes, to just use that. So our business card is the very first thing. We always have a bunch of these. And in case we do forget them, I also have this QR code on my phone. So what I recommend you guys doing is, even if you don't have your business card as a QR code, create a QR code and then save it into one of the folders. So I'm gonna pull it up. Save it into one of the folders on your phone, so when people come up to you and ask for your business card, you can just show them the little QR scanner thing. They can scan it and it'll send them to your website, to your contact page, wherever you create that QR code for. So first one, kind of predictable, business card, even though it's not necessarily exactly a photo item. It does fall into that family a little bit, but that's the very first thing. The second thing that we always carry is, actually I could pick any of these, but we're gonna go with this. Bobby pins. I know it seems silly and I know it seems like a little extra, but I can't count how many times we've been in a room with the bridesmaids and they mention, like, does anyone have a bobby pin? Or here, you know what I mean? Let's keep the day going. It's a tiny little box that they come in. What we usually do is these and a few of the other things I'm going to mention, I just take out a few and I put them in a little Ziploc bag. So I'm not carrying the entire case. This stays in the Pelican case and just a few of them come with me in the bag. So bobby pins, really, really useful. Item number 3 goes with pins. We carry a bunch of safety pins. And the reason for this is, how many times have you guys been on a wedding and this happened. Somebody's bridesmaid's dress got unhooked in the back and the button went flying somewhere. And even though we do have a sewing kit, and that's for part 2, I didn't bring it for this one, we used a few safety pins. It held it together until they were able to take care of it a little bit later. So even though it seems silly, how much room does it take to carry 10 or 15 of these and another 10 bobby pins? And you know what? It makes everybody's life a lot smoother. So safety pins, that's number 3. Number 4, it seems like everything's about clothes. A Tide pen, a Tide to go pen. Again, it's not our responsibility if something spills, but if we can make their lives easier, our couple, guests, or even ourselves. If you're eating something, you spill a little something on your pants or on your shirt, this will help. I've used it before, and one thing that I always tell our assistants, I tell our other photographers, all that, if I have something like this and something spills on somebody, I say, it is at your discretion. So I give it to them and I say, if you want to use it, you can. If you don't, I understand. The last thing that you want to do is get in there, do it, and make it worse. So I have a Tide pen mostly for us, I feel like. But if somebody spills something, I'll be like, hey, I have a Tide pen. If you want to use it, go for it. If it fucks it up, that's not our fault. So that's Tide pen. That's item number 4. We're more than halfway there. Item number 5. What are we going to pick here? Let me see. Let's go with this. So item number 5 is... It is 5? Yeah. Item number 5 is this. It is a multi-tool. Because how many times have you been at a wedding and somebody needs scissors, or somebody needs a knife, somebody needs to cut something, and get it on Amazon. I think this was like 20 bucks, 30 bucks or something like that. It has a bunch of different blades. It has a bunch of different like screwdriver kit thing. Not this obviously, but This bad boy, it already came in use. You can see there's a little bit of evidence on it. Fabric, because I remember, here's one thing that we always look for, is on the groom, they usually will get a brand new suit, right? But the jacket in the back, it'll be stitched all together to keep the shape of the suit while they're selling it. Once you get your suit, you're supposed to chop that off so that way it sits nicer on you. We always use this and just give it a little slice. This is way, way better than using the other multi-tool that I had that wasn't really that good. Nice, sharp knife will definitely help in that situation. And I'm sure we'll be using it a lot this season for a bunch of other things. Tip, if you're traveling, like on a plane, don't take this because the TSA will take it from you. It's this is my second multi-tool. So you guys see, I learned from experience. You guys learned from me, all right? Don't get your stuff taken by the TSA. Item number 6 is this guy. So you might be asking, what the heck is this used for? It's used for 1,000 things. So check this out. It's used for so many different options and so many different locations. I can't even begin to explain. What this is actually, and I'll leave a link to the description on this one. The other stuff you can just Google. You should be able to find it easy. But this one's really, really nice. What it's for is actually for the shower. Like if you stick it in, because I actually have my loofah hooked up to it. That's what it's for. But if you press it and then turn it, push all the air out of it, it's a really good hook. And we use this for the dress. So anytime that we hang it on glass, anything that's non-porous, a non-porous surface, this is what we use. It's a freaking lifesaver. How many times are you at a hotel and I mean, there's windows, there's glass doors, you can hook this up just about anywhere. So this right here should have been number 1, to be quite honest, because this thing we use all the time. Or maybe the next one should be number 1 for some of you with some stank breath. Item number 7, mints. Don't leave the house without them. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not gonna do this because I'm sure that's all loud. So how many times have you guys left the house and you brush your teeth, whatever, you know, you're feeling good, you go into a wedding, and then you pick up food on the way. And now whatever you ate, everybody in the room's gonna smell it if you get close enough to them. So I carry mints. There's a few other things that's gonna be for part 2 that I'll mention also. But I prefer mints, and I say this in our shooting guideline, that I prefer mints over gum, because gum looks trashy in my opinion. It just doesn't look, if you're in a very classy place and you're over here chewing like a horse in the corner, it doesn't really look too good on you. So mints, I order a bunch of them on Amazon just to have, and I just put them in my shooting bag, I put them in my backup bag, I put them in the car, so there's always mints, so that way when you're talking to somebody, you know, it's a little out of respect. Don't be talking to them with dragon breath. So those are 7 items. There's actually probably like another 15 that I can go on about, but I wanted to split it up a little bit. So maybe we'll make this part 1. We'll make part 2 and part 3 next week or the week after. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys already carry some of these things? Are these things that you're going to start carrying now? I mean, I definitely recommend it, guys. Like everything that I've shown you today, we use almost every single shoot. So it just doesn't hurt to have, and it's not expensive, and the couples really appreciate that you come prepared. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'll be filming another one tomorrow at the sand dunes. I'll be filming another one on Sunday when we do a bridal show. I want to take you guys behind the scenes on that one, and then I think we're off for a few days. So then whatever else comes to my mind, maybe I'll film part 2 of this. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend.